Hi, I'm Debbie Fischetti.
And I'm Megan Rothschild.
Welcome to Skin Talk, brought to you by the Melanoma Education Foundation, a show focused on melanoma awareness and the true facts of what skin cancer really is.
On today's show, we want to talk to you, better yet prove to you, that you can be proud of the skin that you're in.
And not having to change your skin color to do it. Learn to love the skin you're in, and we're going to show you how. We have some amazing makeover transformations that are going to make you run away from the tanning bed and run to our favorite salon and clothing boutique. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. We have a fun show set up for you today and some amazing guests. We have taken 3 beautifully strong, talented women, all of whom have tanning stories and have transformed them into gorgeous, stronger, smarter, talented women. So be amazed on how simple hair and makeup, along with some fun facts of little tips here and there, changing their clothes to fit their skin color instead of fighting their skin color, how that complements their skin complexion, and it can transform you and not needing to have a tan to do it. So
yeah, I'm really excited actually to see all of that happen.
Yeah.
We've got Bobby from Brush Salon.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Diane from It's All About Me.
Yep.
In Hamden. So it's really going to be amazing to see all of our models transformed, which it's such an important part too, because you don't have to do the whole skin tanning thing in order to achieve a great look.
And if you think about it, you're getting in your car, you're driving to a tanning salon.
Right.
So there's the gas. I mean, if you want to nitpick, and then paying for the tan.
Mileage.
So you're making this effort already of time and expense to get a skin color that's only going to last 5 to 10 days.
Right.
Whereas the message that we're trying to relay in this runway transformation project is that, yes, it will take a little extra time in the morning each day.
Right.
But so what? It's going to be lasting forever.
Right.
And it's such a healthier, more positive, long-lasting, lifelong effect.
And if you can get the tips down, it's really not going to take that much extra time.
No.
Once you get the practice down, you know what your color palette is, you know what clothing looks good, and what fits and what works.
You have a friend like Bobby, you'll run it like that.
Exactly.
So definitely.
So yeah, so you've got some update on the New York Marathon?
Yes, the New York City Marathon. We were a part of it yet again, that we were being very gracious
Fantastic.
about. We've had 9 runners. We were allotted 10. We only got to have 9 to run this year. Mm-hmm. Each runner, I just want to shout out an immense amount of thank you, and I want to state who they are in just a minute. But their endurance, their patience, their triumph, their trials was immensely appreciated by the Melanoma Education Foundation.
And running that is a huge accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
It's
Not
fantastic.
only running 26.2 miles through 5 boroughs over 2 bridges, but being required to raise a minimum of $3,000 each runner.
Wow.
So thankfully, we feel very blessed that these runners raised over $18,000.
Oh my gosh.
That's
huge.
It is huge. It is definitely huge.
That's awesome.
And just because I want to make sure that I have, I just
Proper
want to,
thanks.
yes, I really need to thank Peter Esternham of New York City, Piers Dooley of Needham, Massachusetts, Catherine Steffier of Norwood, Mass, Erin Murray of Westfield, New Jersey, Stephen Fischetti from Wilbraham, Mass, Kendra Evans of Scituate, Massachusetts, Susan Shirley of Canton, Mass, Michael Morelli of Mattacapan, New Jersey, Kristen Swan of Scituate, Mass, and we're sending a huge heartfelt thank you. So
that's great.
Awesome. And just in case anybody out there wants to run in the 2012 New York City Marathon,
start training now.
Bobby, start training now, and you could be part of it too. So please, contact us at info@skintalk.org and get more information, because we do have running spots available, and we would be getting about 10, starting with 10 slots open. So we already have about 5 filled. So
I think you tried to get me to do this last year.
Yes.
Not going to happen again. I'm sorry. I'm just not a runner.
I couldn't even get you to be a spectator last year.
I will be a spectator this year.
Okay. Well, we're going to hold you to that.
Small steps.
Okay.
Small steps. No, so I wanted to tell you, I got the opportunity to be on the Dr. Dan show a couple weeks ago. It was so much fun. It's a radio show in Austin, Texas. And
Did you go to Austin, Texas? You went all the way?
I didn't go. I
okay.
just did a phone interview, but they've asked me to come out to Austin next year to do something,
nice.
a presentation. They're working on, building shade structures and things like that for children at schools, and they want me to come out.
Well, you're friends with Shonda Schillings, right?
Yes.
She's, her husband was retired Red Sox.
Yeah, and
player.
she's also a melanoma survivor.
Right.
And she started the Shade Foundation. This is a little bit different. This is something, the Dr. Dan show, he's a dermatologist.
Okay.
And he and his wife do this fantastic talk show, and they've just decided that, obviously melanoma is their cause because they're dermatologists, and they wanted to create a shade structure, and they've been kind of doing like a mini campaign around Austin.
Oh, nice.
But I've never been, and I'm really excited to go. And
now, how did they get in touch with you, or did you know them from?
No, they found me online. They found survivingskin.org and emailed me, and we hooked it up and, scheduled a time to chat. And it's just fun because, Austin, obviously being down in Texas,
yeah.
That was a great opportunity, and I got a lot of emails. I actually got a lot of people who emailed me about it.
Well, it's just like, obviously places that are like Florida or California, or, I think people don't realize, just like when we had Amra on the show last time, when you're in certain countries, like he was from Jamaica,
it's not thought about.
It's just not thought about.
Exactly.
And you think it would be because it's so prevalent, the sun is so prevalent, but it's not. So getting to be able to speak and to spread the word and educate in those types of areas, I think is huge.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's great. And the thing is even though in the winter months up in New England, it's important to still be talking about this topic.
Oh, yeah.
And I always tell people I'm still available to come out and talk in winter, because that's really when the highest tanning booth rate happens.
Yeah.
And it's it's when people are kind of missing their summer glow, so they head towards the tanning salons. And so happy to speak in all winter
and Christmas
months.
parties and all these other things that are happening. Right, exactly. And people don't even realize that too, not even for, obviously them running to the tanning beds, which is huge, but it's, people just being out in the elements.
Right.
I mean,
skiing, snowboarding,
exactly.
all that.
I mean, the sun is still out there. Just because it's cold, it's not,
Right.
It doesn't hibernate like a bear.
That's a big misconception too. I mean, I know a lot of friends who go out and do the snowboarding.
It's windburn.
It's windburn. It's not.
It's not. Not.
Unless it was like 80-mile-an-hour winds while you're up on those slopes. But so I'm very excited for Brush Salon and All About Me to be here.
I know.
This is going to be great.
Yes.
Got some beautiful models.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
very blessed to have met some, some great women who have some compelling stories to share about their experience with tanning and how they're not doing it anymore. And the whole aspect of this, project is just the great support that we always receive. I mean, the emails, the attention that the show has been getting, and just community, and not even in the community, but it just seems like in other towns and other states people have been coming to us. But it's because of people like Bobby from Brush Salon and Anne Marie and Diane, who own All About Me, putting a project like this together. And the whole premise of it is, again, I can't emphasize enough, to just be happy with who you are. Changing our hair color, putting on some makeup, those are, the little changes. You got to feel sexy. You got to feel good. You got to, safe, fun changes.
Exactly.
Not dramatic, health-defying type of effects that could really damage yourself. And it's just sad that I don't know what's going to hit a lot of these younger women who feel that they have to do dramatic changes, or that you have to do this on a constant basis, and that there's never a time where you're going to be able to breathe because you feel like you got to constantly
keep it up.
Keep it up. So there's some things, like I said, you get older, you get colored hair. Certain things are allowed, but things like this, we really want to encourage young, beautiful women, older, beautiful women, whoever you are, that just making a few simple changes could really make a beautiful effect and give you that same feeling. That same confident, I look good, my skin looks great, I feel sexy, I feel young, without having to do that. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. When we come back, Bobby from Brush Salon in East Long Meadow, Diane and Anne Marie from All About Me in Hamden. You don't want to miss this. Come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the first annual Skin Talk Fashion Show.
Yes.
And with us, Bobby from Brush Salon, Diane. So happy to have you guys
So
here.
excited for you guys to be here.
Yes.
Before we get started, though, tell me about these floral ranges because they're gorgeous against the wall.
Again, wonderful community support. Hamden Nurseries in Hamden, Massachusetts have graciously
Very nice.
donated these beautiful bouquets for us. So
They work
that
perfectly.
they totally do. They're
like it.
excellent. They're floral designer. They have an excellent agricultural gentleman on staff who's excellent, Kevin.
Perfect.
Kevin Keogh. You definitely have to ask for him. He's great in every aspect of trees and the bushes
Yep.
and so definitely
stuff.
check out Hamden Nurseries.
We'll have a link on our site, too.
Yes,
We'll put it on
yes.
skintalk.org.
Anything you need, floral design, landscaping, seasonal things like
Yeah,
tis
big
the
thank you
season.
to them.
Yes, so
They're
thank
making
you.
our fashion show look beautiful.
Yes, well, they're going to be making every show look beautiful.
That's
So
true.
big kudos to Hamden Nursery. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys are here. We're very excited.
Hi,
Hi.
thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks for having us.
I don't know if we should say thank you so soon.
Yeah, let's wait to see what the models look like before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
congratulate you on your wonderfulness.
Talk about us.
Yeah. So no, Diane, I wanted to ask you, when someone comes in to All About Me, what's the in says to you, I need a look for Friday night or I need a look for a meeting. What's one of the first things that you ask them or that you look at?
We take into account their hair color, their eye color, skin tone, and of course their body shape.
Sure.
And we lean towards dressing the body, not so much the age, and
great
playing
point.
up assets that are positive and playing down what they're not so comfortable with in their figure.
So you actually are looking at hair and skin and all that.
Absolutely.
All those
When they
elements,
come
'cause
out
you
of
don't
the
want to put
dressing
someone
room.
in something
Yeah.
they're not going to like.
Right.
And it's interesting that you said not, enhancing whatever the attribute about them that they're not so comfortable in.
Sure.
And the biggest thing that people are not comfortable in is the color of their
Skin,
skin.
right.
So that's interesting that you do take the skin tone into play and bring upon something to them that is going to enhance their color. So that maybe
Absolutely.
something they didn't like about themselves when they walked in,
Right,
they
right.
will when they leave.
Right, or they're not even aware of it. When they come out of the dressing
Yeah,
room and
usually
they
they're
have
not
a
aware.
color on.
No, that's great.
That really is beautiful on them.
Right.
Yeah, because they'll be like,
see
oh
it
no,
right
I
away.
don't want to wear this.
Right,
This
you
is not
see
my
it.
color, or I don't like this, or
Right.
whatever.
But Bobby, that probably plays into your makeup and hair considerations as well,
Huge.
right?
Well, yeah, people think, oh, I want to look like this celebrity.
Boom.
She's also Latina America, and you're whiter than white, and
Let's
it just doesn't
wave the
go-
magic
yeah,
wand and
exactly.
throw the little pixie dust.
It's taken into highly consideration with every consultation that we have at Brush, what their skin tone is like, what their daily like regimen is, and
putting on their makeup.
yeah,
and things.
and again, eye color. That's all taken into consideration.
Right.
Do you have ones that come in and be like, oh, it takes so much time. I don't have that much time in the morning to get ready. I have kids, or I have to, it's like I want something simple and easy, but I still want to look like this.
Right, and then I say, Beyonce, please calm down. You're not performing in front of thousands of people, so it just takes 5 minutes tops. And with a couple of the models today, I did a good blowout for them, so that can last them a week.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to wash your hair every day. In fact, it's bad for the hair,
It's
right?
extremely bad for your hair. You will lose your melanin, all the oils that your body normally produces, is really good and the best thing for your skin, again, and also your hair.
Wow.
So just allowing your hair to get dirty
Right.
in this sense. I'm not saying don't shower.
I
put your hair up when you
compliments
shower.
when my hair is dirty.
Yeah,
Yes,
red
I do
carpet,
too.
hair's filthy dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just gives better
And you were just
shine.
at the Victoria's Secret
Fashion show.
fashion
yeah.
show.
It was really
Everybody
fun.
all
I bet
dirty,
they had
huh?
dirty hair.
They had dirty hair.
No, I tried to convince my sisters and my niece for years to not wash their hair every day, and my sister finally did it the other day, and I got her some dry shampoo, and she just, blow dried it real quick, and it was
Dry shampoo is
fine.
like the best thing on the market now.
Yeah.
Yep, you just spray it
my
on your
best
root,
friend.
brush it in a little bit, and you just lets you go with that longevity of your style. So it's really,
Really
good.
refreshes the hair.
Like tomorrow,
like
your
a
hair is
cat
going to be
wash.
good
Yeah.
to go.
That's what I'm doing. Dry
little-
shampoo, go.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Let's not get
So-
crazy with this, people. Okay, please. Water and soap is good for your skin.
Your skin, not your hair.
Yeah, now you're home.
And lipstick.
Now we've got some great models. I know we
Yes.
did before pictures,
Yes.
so I feel like we should not waste any more time and get right to it.
Let's start with Carla, but let's see her before we have her come up.
Yes.
Let's see her before shot. She's beautiful. She's definitely a beautiful woman.
She's beautiful.
Simple and
Yeah, and you just want to play it up a little bit, zhuzh it
Yeah.
up. make yourself feel good. It's only going to make your day go.
What do we think about the before shot? Any comments?
She has a little body in her hair.
Needs a little more.
A little coloring on the skin.
Yes. Need a little more.
Nothing too crazy though.
But, well, now we're going to see her after shot. So please, let's bring on Carla Grant. And I would like to say about Carla is that just a little bit about who she is. She was a Peace Corps volunteer in Afghanistan. She's a retired teacher, published author, and artist at Hampden Nurseries in Hampden, Mass. But most importantly, she's a grandmother of 2. Fair skin. She sunbathed back in the day, always in the elements due to her job, but she lathers up with sunblock, but still feels that it's not enough protection. And growing up on the beach, she was always out in the sun. And what she had shared with me is that it just wasn't a part of a day-to-day regimen to put sunblock on because of her lifestyle.
Did you say grandmother of 2?
Yes, I noticed.
I know.
Carla, you look fantastic for being a grandmother
Awesome.
of 2.
Absolutely
Are
amazing.
you kidding
I
me?
mean, and look at the Peace Corps,
I know,
publisher,
beautiful inside and
teacher. And sadly enough, it wasn't until she was 30 that she realized that she needed to start protecting her skin. And why it was so late in life was, again, not getting that education from her parents, or even knowing that that's something you should do because it could have later effects on your skin. I'm sure you see that a lot in the salon. And when people come into your salon and you see that they've been weathered by the skin or the sun, I mean, what are your recommendations to them, or what tips as far as makeup could help that?
The biggest thing is, like, you should definitely exfoliate your skin the best, because that will only help it be at its top game. But also just wearing simple things like tinted moisturizer, which is going to give you color.
And did you do that with Diane? Did she have a bronzer?
Yeah, she has a tinted moisturizer on, and then we just did a little bit of like a glowing bronzer, nothing too crazy.
Absolutely
Fantastic.
amazing.
And what about clothing,
Yes.
Diane?
Carla, we put in a little bit of pop of color underneath her jacket just to accent her
Very trendy.
skin tone. And she has beautiful long legs, so the trousers just accent her figure. And the plaid is a latest trend with the man suiting, the feminine flair with the big collar and the plackets. And
it's a glitter top under there too.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say about the color of the top, how it complements her already, fair
Glowing
skin.
For her
Yeah.
eyes and her fair skin.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you, Carla. You
Yes.
look beautiful.
Yes, and I just wanted to say, as Carla still stands with us, just before we bring on our next one, is that Carla's mother was diagnosed with melanoma. And she had over 19 surgeries of melanomas removed. She's 96 now, and going strong, and
God
lives in
bless her.
Florida. But it was something truly affected. So not only at 30 did she realize that this is something. And I asked her, why 30? What made you all of a sudden hit this? And it was just before she found out about her mom, but it was at 30, I have wrinkles. And she's like,
Wow.
oh my God,
Well, and I feel like
I'm
even
30 and I have wrinkles.
30 in her generation is good to, because back then everyone,
Yeah.
they
Right.
held up those
Baby oil.
Yeah, baby
Yes.
oil and those tinfoil folder things.
Yes. So I'm glad that your mother is doing
Yeah.
well,
Yes.
and that you have such a positive outlook on protecting your skin and being able to teach others the importance of sun protection and melanoma awareness. So thank you. You look
look fantastic.
amazing.
Yes, you look great.
Amazing. Thank you.
And who do we have next? Another before picture here, right?
Yes.
yes.
Let's see. Charlotte Dietrich. Is that
Dietrich?
Dietrich?
Yes.
I'm
Charlotte
sorry.
Dietrich.
Let's see our before picture of Charlotte.
Beautiful.
Yes. Young,
Naturally beautiful.
Yep. And any comments about her before?
I know her personally, so I'm not going to throw her under the bus too
I'm
much.
gonna throw her under the bus.
She looks great.
does
Yeah,
look
she
great.
always has a gorgeous smile and just such a dear heart. So, what is it about Charlotte?
So Miss Charlotte is 21 and works as a membership and marketing representative at Scantic Valley YMCA in Wilbraham. While in high school, Charlotte worked at a tanning salon and took full advantage of her free tanning.
Oh, goodness.
Went 3 times a week, in mostly triple beds, which are beds that have 3 facial lights. So her face was getting busy in there.
Burn.
And beautiful skin, though. Beautiful skin.
Well, she stopped
She
tanning.
stopped, yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
She learned. So tell us about the makeup and hair.
Makeup, just some. We didn't really have to balance her skin tone. She was kind of even through the whole thing. So again, just
It was probably
putting
because
on
they
her-
stopped tanning. It
Yeah.
finally gave her.
tinted moisturizer
rest.
with sunscreen in, and just a little bit of powder.
Beautiful. And I love the dress,
Isn't
Diane.
that gorgeous?
It's fantastic.
The red just really accents
It's
her
beautiful on her skin tone. A lot of
beautiful
times
skin.
they say fair can't wear red, but absolutely.
Yeah, it just really pops for her.
Actually, if you're fair, you want to kind of do more of
Play
a
up.
dominant classic color.
I think it sort of
Navies,
balances itself
like
out.
Julianne Moore is always in like a rich color. 'Cause
Yes.
she's so fair skinned. It kind of
Yeah.
just helps.
And I love the feather earrings and her hair being up. I mean, every little bit of it is just what
And all
a
the hair
beautiful
was,
transformation.
we put in heat defender, which is also a UV protection for your hair.
Oh.
There's a UV.
By S Factor.
You're
Wow.
kidding. I didn't know that. There's a UV
fantastic.
protection for your hair. Well, if you think about, yeah, I mean, I'm not really a hat person, so if you're in the sun all the time, and that's the
It
craziest
damages all
thing,
part of you.
that you do get melanomas in the scalp. And
Yep.
with me, with having such dark hair, it's very hard to detect unless I, have somebody check it or I go to the dermatologist. So knowing that there is some type of protection without having to put a hat or something on, that's amazing. But all that information will be on.
And just for the record, Charlotte has been tanning bed free now for 3 years.
Nice work.
Wow.
And your skin is
Such a
thanking
good
you.
girl.
Yes, yes, and I, in talking to her, know that she's an advocate also for talking to young ones, because I know she works with a lot of young ones, about applying sunblock and just being more in tune to the elements, and bringing again more awareness to what melanoma is, because this generation, not like maybe Carla's generation as last, but we
Right.
do know more of it now. So
Oh, you look
And I just
fantastic.
feel like if you want to look good when you're older, on a
Right.
cosmetic field, not even
Yes.
health-wise.
yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful,
Beautiful.
great work, Diane and Bobby.
I know
Beautiful.
you guys are doing great. Now, last but not least, we have Kim. Let's see Kim's before shot.
Yeah. Again, another natural beauty.
Yes.
We're not saying that we have to emphasize with
Right.
makeup
A
and all this
huge,
other
right.
stuff, but there are people out there that want to step it up, that want to do something different, that want to have a change and feel that same type of feeling that you would when you go
When you
to
have a glow.
A glow.
Exactly.
So there's other ways to do that by just stepping it up a
Safer
little
ways.
bit. So how do we think about Kim's before shot?
What do you think?
Needs a little help. Not much though.
Yeah.
Just a little zhuzhing. Everyone has natural
zhuzh.
beauty.
I like that.
Zhuzh is the
A
word.
little bit of zhuzh.
I love that.
If you want
Yeah.
your day to be more zhuzh, then just zhuzh
Zhuzh
yourself a
yourself.
little.
Right. Okay. Well, let's
got
see Kim, and then I want you to tell us how she zhuzhed. But let's hear about Kim.
Kim is 21. She's studying fashion design at college right now. She also used to be an avid tanner, but she quickly saw that the tan was short-lived, and the after effects of things like dry skin, wrinkles, freckles, very unappealing to Kim. So she began to appreciate her own skin and started taking better care of it, mainly by quitting the tanning bed scene and also applying sunblock when she was in the sunlight on an hourly basis. Kim also started searching out other alternatives, like safer, more satisfying things, giving her the same feeling that the tan did, like the makeover did today.
Yeah.
She's received much more compliments on her skin, has been asked to be part of many more fashion opportunities since quitting tanning, and that's all due to the feeling of being confident.
I think the word scene in there that she said, it's
Tanning
like a
scene.
fad kind of.
It
I feel like
is.
when you're in high school and in college, it's kind of a cheaper thing that you can do for yourself
Right.
to kind of just make you feel better, when really you should probably be going to the gym and not drinking so much and all
Yes.
that. But
Yes, but it's almost
Again,
like a
another
girls' night out too,
Right,
like
it's kind-
girls' fun, beauty
Right.
day.
Right. Well,
That's
we
what
talked
used to
about
do.
like with Leanne,
Right.
girls' night out, have
a
a
spray
spray
tan
tan
party.
party. Or
Exactly.
may I comment on how
Right.
beautiful your skin is?
Thank you.
And what a nice glow that our good dear friend Bobby has. Not a
Not a tan
tan.
event glow.
Let's just.
TG bronzer, and I also have a Dermalogica tinted moisturizer on with sunscreen.
Love it. Now,
Yeah,
is that also what you did to Kim here? Does she have tinted moisturizer
That's kind
as
of
well?
the ray of all of them. Just a simple tinted moisturizer just to blend their whole skin together.
And she
Yep.
looks beautiful,
Love
you know.
it.
And it's not saying that you have to get all dolled up. Obviously, we stepped it up a little bit and
Sure.
and had the girls in
Yeah, but a
something a
night
little
out
bit
with
more.
the girls, this is a perfect look.
Exactly,
And look at the
exactly.
dress and the necklace and the purse. They all match.
And I think
Yep.
that the colors that were chosen
With
really
her olive skin.
Sure.
And she's a lot of skin showing, and most girls would feel like they had to go tanning.
Right.
But your
That's a good
skin
point.
looks so
Yeah, that
natural.
color is beautiful.
And much prettier than if it had a tan,
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
And I
It
think
just
natural
looks
is
so
always,
natural.
always the way to go.
Yeah.
People tend to think that, oh, I need a big ring. If it's too fake looking, it's
Right.
just not approachable, and
That's
it's
another
not.
good
The color
point.
in your
Exactly.
clothes,
Right.
not on your skin.
Exactly.
You know?
That was good.
Like I always want a big rock, but
color
then
in your
when I saw
clothes.
the $10 CZ, I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
Thank you so much, Kim. You look absolutely beautiful.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thanks again, another advocate for melanoma awareness and
Yes.
protecting your skin. So,
Love it.
yeah.
So thank you guys so much for being here. This was fantastic. Got some great tips for the viewers.
Yes.
It's a good duo.
Yes. So definitely for more information about, Brush Salon and, Diane and All About Me, please, go to skintalk.org and, ask us some questions, and you'll get the link to Looking Zhuzh and Brush.
That's the tip of the week. Look Zhuzh.
Look
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
So how's your skin doing?
You need to find out with Skin Talk. So check your local listings for when we air, or visit skintalk.org for more info.
Keep watching.
Welcome back. We just had Bobby and Diane on the show and all of our beautiful models. Everything looked fantastic.
Yeah, and so did we. Bobby always makes me smile. And Diane has dressed
us beautifully. Love
yes.
this outfit.
I know. I don't want to give it. This is like
I don't
I'm
want to give it back.
Nope. It's mine now.
No, that was great though, and the tips were fantastic.
Yeah.
And I
the
hope
stories were compelling. And,
exactly.
And I think it really made an impact, not only on the models, but I really think it hit home.
I hope so. I hope people really kind of understood that it's easy. It's really an easy, a couple of tips and good makeup, good clothes, things that fit.
And that's the thing. I have friends who are like, oh, I don't like wearing makeup because what it does to my skin. And I sit there with my mouth open when I see them laying on the beach.
So I'm
for
going to go
3 or 4
tanning.
hours. Yeah, I'm going to go tanning and burn my skin.
So much better for my skin.
Yes, exactly. So those of you who don't wear makeup, maybe it's, something fun and different to try.
Yeah.
Healthier, safe
Or
way.
tinted moisturizer. You don't even need to wear makeup if you don't want to. I mean, a little bit of lip gloss and mascara never hurt. But
Brush has that. Go see him. He'll take care of you.
Brush will take care of you.
And also at Diane's All About Me shop, they actually sell it there too. So it's accessible and it's very easy. So, so it was good. But because of the wonderful and important message that we were bringing out today, unfortunately we don't have time to read all of the wonderful emails that we consistently get from our viewers.
Keep them coming.
Yes,
Keep them
please.
coming.
So we're going to have a whole half segment of just reading all the great emails that we've gotten from our viewers. So please keep in touch with us. Keep it coming. We will read them and air them on every show.
You know what we don't get? We don't get a lot of suggestions. So if you have a suggestion for a segment or something that you want to see, you want us to talk more about. We get a lot of positive feedback, but we'd love to hear, what do you want to hear?
Questions.
Exactly.
If there's something that maybe you thought about and can't find the answer to.
Exactly.
That would be great. So, so if you would like, an overview of today's show, share your story, gain more tips, have questions, or find out when Skin Talk's airing next, visit us at www.skintalk.org.
Or you can email us at info@skintalk.org. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.